everyone, it's me back with In My Opinions YouTube weekly roundup. So, we have quite a few things to talk about today, some heavier things, some lighter things, some fun things. So, let's get into it. Okay, so first things first, I want to get on the heavier things so that we can get on a lighter note after this. But as most of you have probably seen, we lost Olivia Newton-John earlier in the week. I can't remember exactly which day, um, which is super sad. And there hasn't been much detail as to what the cause of her passing is. But overall, it's just really sad to lose such an icon. I was always, and still am, always a fan of the Grease movie. And that's where I fell in love with Olivia Newton-John. And it's just so sad to lose someone that you grew up watching. So may she rest in peace. And then on another heavier note, we recently lost Anne Hetch, if I'm saying her last name right. She was involved in a fiery car crash, and the story is extremely sad. I won't get into all of the details as they're online, but um, you know, she was technically involved in two crashes that day, running into an apartment garage, and then the crash that ultimately caused severe injuries. She drove into a residence, causing the resident that lived there minor injuries, and for her, she sustained major burns and um unfortunately they pronounced her officially brain dead and that she is on life support, but for the reason of trying to figure out if any of her organs are still viable as she was an organ donor. So that is very sad, and may she rest in peace. The story is very eerie and disheartening, and I just hope that her sons and her family and friends can find some comfort in that situation. Um, on to a lighter note. Let's see, where should we start? Well, for one, if you guys have seen, Keenan Thompson is receiving or has received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. In my opinion, that's stinking amazing because he really deserves it. If you really followed his career, and me personally, Keenan and Kale have been part of my childhood growing up from watching Keenan and Kale, from watching all of that to Keenan being part of Fat Albert, and like the list goes on, just movies and things that I have always watched with Keenan and them, I have always loved. And just to see someone that's been such a huge part of my childhood TV and movie watching receiving his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame is much deserved. So congratulations to that. And I personally think that it's much deserved and super, super exciting. And then in the music world, if you all have seen, Megan the Stallion just recently dropped her new album. We also got a new song by Nicki Minaj. Megan the Stallion's album was kind of like a long coming album because there you've if you've seen, she has had a lot of back and forth with her label, and apparently like there were a lot of leaks that she alluded to the fact of knowing who could have probably leaked the music, and so she decided to just go ahead and drop the album. So she dropped the album, I think at midnight, and it's brand new. I haven't gotten a chance to listen to it all, but I've heard a few of the songs, and I think that it's going to be a really good album. I think that Megan just seems like she just exudes great energy. So I'm just happy for her to be dropping her newest album and wish it all of the best and all of the success, as I've seen a lot of the stories of like what she's been going through with her record label and stuff like that. And you hear that a lot with artists. So to take that control back in your hands and release your own album and just, thrive. She also appeared, what did I say, on the Today Show? Yes. on Good Morning America. I'm sorry, Good Morning America. She appeared on Good Morning America and performed a couple of her songs. So she is just living her best life and taking control of her career as she should. So congratulations to Meg. And let's see. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. I jot down my little notes so I can be ready here. Also, if you have ever seen Cinderella, the one with Brandy and Whitney Houston, they are going to be returning for a 25th anniversary special on ABC, which is wild to really think about that it's been 25 years. It's a few years older than I am, but I did watch that movie. My mom made sure that I watched that movie and I loved that movie. So the cast is going to be reuniting for a special on ABC to celebrate the 25th anniversary. They're going to be doing a tribute to Whitney Houston, who's no longer with us. And I think I'm super excited. In my opinion, I think it's going to be very, very amazing. I love when you see casts reunite, especially ones from shows that are older, to reunite and just like talk about where life has been, talk about how it was on set and things like that, especially if they have kept a relationship and a bond all of these years. I honestly love anniversary specials for shows that I or movies that I've grown up watching. So I'm super excited for that. Finally, I want to hop over to my beloved Housewives. So the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills recently aired, and it was a very dramatic episode. We have Lisa, Rinna, and Sutton fighting about the Elton John gala again. We have a sneak peek of the preview, like when it's like coming up next episode. We're gonna see Garcelle and Erica kind of go at it, and the drama just keeps coming with Beverly Hills, and they're gearing up for the reunion. And I feel like Garcelle and probably Sutton as well are so fed up with certain things that I low key want to see them come in hot on the reunion. I feel like there's so many things that need to be addressed, especially with the double standard and everything that happens on the cast. And I am actually ready to see this reunion. And I hope that everything that we see as viewers as wrong is addressed during the reunion. And I hope that the things like the double standard and attacking one person every season, I hope that that ends this season because I genuinely do love Beverly Hills, but I think out of all the franchises, this is the one that really like gets under my skin sometimes because I'm like, goodness gracious, like you just said one thing the last episode, you did that the last episode, and then now you're coming at somebody else. It's a lot. So I am expecting a big explosive reunion, and I just hope that some people are held accountable. So stay tuned because we still have quite a few episodes. They haven't even gone to Aspen yet. And you know that there has been a lot of chatter about what happened when they went to Aspen. So the drama I don't think it's stopping anytime soon. Obviously, it's Housewives, so it's never going to stop. But I just think we're going to get bigger and bigger and bigger as, you know, the episodes go. And then in congratulatory news in the Housewives world, Teresa got married. Her and Louis tied the knot, and unfortunately, Melissa and Joey did not show up because there's been reports that they have all gotten into a big argument once again. And on one side, congratulations to Teresa and Louis. The wedding looked beautiful and everyone looked amazing and it looked like a lot of fun. On the flip side, I am really tired of seeing Teresa and Joey and Melissa fight. It's so sad as siblings that they just can't get it right. Like, I think that they are all so much fun together. It's sad to see them apart. So I felt like they were really making good strides, and then it's just like back down the heel again. And that is actually sad. I'm sure I mean, I would think that they're probably very sad about that, but overall, I just hope that they finally get it together, but I feel like I can't keep saying that. So, wishing them all the best. In my opinion, it's getting to be a lot to see them constantly go up and down, up and down, up and down. And then imagine what it's like for them living that. But overall, congratulations to Teresa and Louie. So that about wraps up all the big headlines for this week, everyone. If I missed anything, obviously I'm going to hop back on here and give my opinion. But I will see you next week for our weekly roundup. And you can hear my opinions, chat with me, put your opinions in the comments, and I will see you all next week.